Well, then let me introduce us all to Jeff Jinks. He's been with Cyrea for 5 years as a vendor. He's helped us out with multiple classes. He is the attorney for the Indiana State RIA. Jeff, you want to give us an update?
Yeah, thanks, Vicki, and welcome everybody to the master's class. This is going to be a good one, and I look forward to learning from the panel tonight as well and hearing everybody's input, so it's really great. What's going on with state right now is that, of course, we're in between legislative sessions, but in the lockdown, the governor, as everybody knows, issued an order back in March to ban evictions and ban foreclosures during a state of emergency, and that has been pushed down the road several times. And what's happening is that the board is looking at creating a petition, basically, that everybody could get involved in, and maybe the July 9th meeting would be a great time for people to sign because they'll be present. We'll have a big turnout and everything, but basically petitioning the governor and saying, this ban is gone too far, and we think it's illegal, but by the way, and here's the reasons why, and here's a petition from all housing providers like yourselves and that kind of a thing. And we've got a whole bunch of legalities we'll jump through here for just a second, just to give you a taste of what's going on. But also to support that, in the state of Ohio, there's 2 lawsuits that are already on file where Ohioans are objecting to the eviction bans that are taking place there. In Ohio, it's a little bit different than Indiana. The way they did it is somewhat different, but it's the same, a lot of the same law is taking place. So on a constitutional level, we're looking at Fifth Amendment takings clause, 14th Amendment equal protection, that landlords are not being treated the same as other businesses, due process violations because the governor started this without any other prior activity, calling the statute void for vagueness or void as overly broad, meaning that the statute for his emergency powers is written in a way that isn't legal because we can't define it specifically. All kinds of other parts of it, separation of powers, right? So the governor, as the chief executive, is telling the courts what to do and telling litigants what to do. So he doesn't really have authority over the courts. He's got authority over the executive branch. There's also a trial rule in Indiana for intervening into a lawsuit. So if you intervene as a third party into a lawsuit, you have to follow certain procedural rules. Well, by banning the evictions, the governor has effectively intervened or third partied himself into these different lawsuits that are pending all over the state. We got a couple other legal theories, but when you look at all of it, banking is an essential business, real estate's an essential business, law is an essential business, private money lending is essential, law itself is essential. So he's got like all the essential businesses operating, but then he carves out this one little area for evictions and whatnot, and is making it impossible to move forward. So a lot of that, I think, is inappropriate, and we're hoping to get his attention that way on behalf of you and behalf of State RIA. Thank you, Vicki.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. That was awesome.